Well, in our reporting last night about Omaha's pothole problem, a few things stood out in our interview with Austin Rouser, Omaha's Assistant Director of Public Works. And we wanted to follow up on those things today, including what he said about contractors. So we'll start with that reminder.
I would always like to have a contractor for peak seasons that can come in and help too and just kind of shave some of that peak off. Unfortunately, we haven't had that contract in a few years. I think it would be beneficial to the city, but we're not in that position currently.
Today, we reached back out to better understand the issue. Rouser told us it's not a funding issue. It has more to do with timing. We never know how severe a pothole season will be when it's time to solicit bids for a contract. Adding, by the time we could get a contract through this season, we will have a handle on the situation. The last year for a pothole contract was 2019. Yesterday, Rouser also told reporter Aaron Hegarty the average time to repair a pothole is 5 to 7 calendar days. That stood out to me because 7 days ago, I called the city about potholes just south of Center on Oakview Drive. Here's an excerpt from my call log where I talked to Public Works. Today, we returned to the area and saw no change. A semi, bus, and lots of cars hit the cluster of potholes, some sizable. We took the 3 News Now drone up to get a better look at how prevalent the problem is there. And as bad as it looks on the ground, it does seem worse when you take a more total look at that stretch of Oakview Drive. Samuel Hunter works nearby.
It's pretty bad. Most of the time we're spending the time, avoiding it by swerving out of the way. Sometimes they're really out of nowhere. They also cause a bottleneck with traffic because you have a car in front of you that has to swerve to avoid it, and then you're behind them. And so it becomes rather frustrating to live in a town where we can hardly get this taken care of like we're supposed to.
We checked OmahaHotline.com to see how many reports have been filed for Oakview Drive south of Center. There are several, but only one for the month of February, and not for the day of my call, so we can't say where repairs here stand. That'll jar your dental work loose. Here's what you should know. When you file a report online, instead of calling the city like I did, you get a report number and it makes it easier to follow up. The website is OmahaHotline.com. You'll click on Submit a New Report, then click Pothole.